Alright, in this video we're going to go over how to change out a embroidery needle. The average lifespan of a sewing needle is in between 6 to 10 hours of usage, depending on the thickness of the fabric being used. This may seem extreme, but it is important to change out your needle as often as overused needles can cause tugs in your fabric, uneven stitches, and many other common sewing headaches. Needles are pretty cheap. It's just easier to change them out, keep good quality sewing going. So we'll unthread this needle here. So to change the needle, we're going to loosen the set screw here. This is the needle holder. Needle holder set screw here. And all you need to do is loosen this just a little bit. That's about it. You don't have to take the set screw completely out. If you take the set screw out further, you have the possibility of this being like spring loaded. The screw will pop out, the needle holder will fall off, the cushion comes off, the needle bar will go up, and then the pressure foot falls down as well. So then you'll have pieces on the floor to pick up and try to reassemble this. I do have a video on that, how to reassemble all that back together as well. But this video is for just changing needles. So as you can see, we cracked the set screw loose. Now I should be able to just pull this needle out. There we go. And the needle itself, the top part is called the shank. This is completely round. So you can actually take and install a brand new needle and put it in backwards. So you have to be careful of how you install your needles as well. What you want to look for is this little cutout here, which is called the scarf. That scarf goes to the back side of the machine when you install it. So the scarf should go to the back. Alright, so there's the old one out. We're going to grab a new needle here. And as I said, before I install it, I look at my needle to see where the scarf is at. So when I put it into the machine, it's going to be fairly close to the back side. So I'll look at my needle, I see the eye to the front, the scarf is in the back. I go down through my pressure foot first, and then up to the needle bar with the shank. Push all the way up with the needle as high up as it will go till it flushes out at the bottom of that needle bar. And at this point I'll take my needle alignment tool, put it right on the front of that needle so I can see the position of that eye where it's sitting at. So there we go. So as I put it on, it went to the left side of that raised up ridge and then flipped over. So what it's going to do is sit on both of those raised up rails on that needle. So in the center of the needle, it's got a groove that's cut out for the thread to run along that path before it goes into the eye of the needle. So I just use my index fingers to kind of rotate this around till I like the position of my eye. Instead of going straight on with the eye of my needle, I slant my eyes just so slightly to the right. And then at this position is where I would come back in and tighten up my set screw. Now when tightening your set screw, you have to be careful because that set screw is applying pressure onto the top part of that shank. The needle can turn on you a little bit. So that's why I have my needle alignment tool to watch my eye. So when I tighten up my set screw to see if my eye actually moves a little bit, like more straight. So that's how you change out your needle with a needle alignment tool as well. through the eye of the needle, and then I always go down through the bottom of my pressure foot as well when I rethread my machine.